Hi everyone, it's Cass. Welcome back to my channel, What Cass Read. Today I'm going to bring you a video of some book series that I would like to begin. I have two videos coming out this week, of one with the book series that I would like to catch up on and finish, and then this video being the book series that I would like to begin. I'm not entirely sure which order of videos I'm going to post them in, but just so that way you know, these two videos are following one another, and that's the plan. I have some books here. They're in no particular order, but I have 6 book series that have been on my mind lately that I would really like to start. You know, there's so much left of the year. There's September, October, November, December, some really great reading months. The fall just kind of spurs on a lot of different readathons and cozy winter, fall reading and all that good stuff. So maybe I will get started on some of these sooner than I think. So let's get to it. The first book that I want to talk about, this is Bloodsong, written by Anthony Ryan. This is the first book in the Raven's Shadow set of books. I thought it was a trilogy. I don't actually know if it's only a trilogy and maybe it continues. I should really learn that before I get started on a series. But this book was actually gifted to me by Ashley from Don't Have a Degree in Reading, and this was one of the books that she sent to me last year. So this is a book series that I definitely want to begin. I have books 2 and 3 in the series, and because she gifted this to me like during the Christmas season, I really actually want to get started on this soon, so that way I can say that I read a book that was gifted to me within the year that it was gifted to me. Wouldn't that be nice? This actually follows a young man named Valen. Valen is the 6th book of a former battle lord, and he gets dropped off at this academy. So it's an academy setting, a young man learning some training, but learning secrets about his life, secrets about his family. Every single person that I have seen who has made a video about this book said it was phenomenal. So this has been on my mind for a while. Definitely something that I want to get started. If you've read Bloodsong, please let me know what you think about it, since this is a book series that I desperately want to get to. This next book, this is Northern Lights / The Golden Compass. This is book number 1 of the His Dark Materials trilogy, written by Philip Pullman. Yes, I actually have never read His Dark Materials. I've never read The Golden Compass, and the movie came out, like the movie that nobody liked came out, but you have to understand, when this book came out, it was in the late 90s, and I don't know, parents in the late 90s were something else. At least my parents were in the late 90s, because you had Harry Potter coming out, you have this book coming out, and I think what freaked my mom out about this book the most was that this little girl, or people within this world, have demon familiars, and they're not like demons, but they're just like an external conscience in the form of an animal spirit or animal demon. And I think that really freaked out a lot of parents, at least my parents. They really didn't want me to read Harry Potter. They definitely didn't want me to read this book. So I just never did. And what spurred me to want to begin this is, did anyone see the His Dark Materials preview on the HBO series that's supposed to be coming out with this stellar cast? And it looked awesome. And I was like, you need to read that book ASAP, or before you get into that HBO series, because I think that is definitely going to be my next HBO binge. So yes, I am really late to this game, because this is actually the 20th anniversary edition of this book. So it's been out for quite some time and I still haven't gotten to it. But this is Northern Lights, written by Philip Pullman. This is a book series that I know I've put on my book channel before. This is one of the books that I also think I put in my fantasy books that I would like to get to for 2019. That still remains true. This is the Lightbringer series, written by Brent Weeks, book number 1 being The Black Prism. This is still a goal of mine to get to this book soon, just because it's been sitting on my shelf for about 2 years now, and it's just been something that I've been looking at, been visually seeing as a book series that I would really like to get to. And book number 5 of the series, I think it's the final book, just came out. And wouldn't that be nice to like actually start something that I could then finish with the 5th and final book. But this is The Black Prism, Brent Weeks. So many of you have gotten around to this one. So many of you have said, even though it's chunky, it looks like it should go by pretty quickly. So this is definitely something that's been on my mind lately that I would like to get to soon. This next book is Furyborn, written by Claire Legrand. This is book number 1 of the Imperium trilogy. Kingsbane, which is book 2, and that beautiful red cover have also come out recently. This is a book series that attracted me last year. It came out in 2018. I have just finished Saw Kill Girls, written by Claire Legrand, her young adult horror, but this is fantasy, and you know this is like my numero uno genre. This is a book series that follows along 2 different timelines that span like a couple thousand years of 2 different main women protagonists, but it's like this like cosmic battle that spans millennia and the 2 different timelines and how they come together and intersect. It seemed really interesting when I got to it, and I just was refreshed when I saw all of the people talking about Kingsbane that this is something that I wanted to start. So since I just finished my first Claire Legrand book, this book has been on my mind recently as something that I would like to begin, and hopefully I can do that this year too. And then the final 2 books that I would like to talk about in this video are both from the same author. You could probably guess who that author is. This is Brandon Sanderson's The Alloy of Law. This is Mistborn, Second Era, the first book. I finished the Mistborn trilogy at the very end of 2018. It was like the very last book that I finished for the year on the plane on my way home. It was epic. So yeah, it got me really excited for the Second Era Mistborn novels, and I know that all the characters that we fell in love with are no more because this is still the same magical system of allomancy, feruchemy, but it takes place several generations after the events of Mistborn, and now that I have like my answers from the Hero of Ages, now that I finally have my answers, I would really be interested to see how that thought process maybe follows through into these novels. I know I've asked before, and I should really like check back on my comments. I'm trying to figure out like what order am I supposed to begin these. Do I begin this before I begin the next series, which I want to talk about, which you probably can already guess too? I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below, because essentially I've just been working my way toward this series. This is the goal. This is the aim. The Stormlight Archives, written by Brandon Sanderson. I have books 1, 2, and 3. The first one being The Way of Kings. There's just something about chunky, complex fantasy novels that really, really speak to me. So I've been intrigued by this. I've been attracted to this kind of book for quite some time. Just the fact that it's so big, fat, and floppy that I could literally just like set it on a table and just like kind of dive in is something that I really enjoy. So this is still the main goal. So let me know if you're supposed to read Second Era Mistborn before you get to this one. I'm very close. I also want to read Elantris before I get to this too. Elantris is also one of the books that's been on my 2019 fantasy goal. This is on my 2020 fantasy goal, so I'm really working my way towards this one. This has been a long-term goal of mine. I would like to begin this very soon. All right, everyone, so that was just a quick list of some book series that I would really like to get into. Like I said, this week I've been doing the book series that I want to start, as well as the book series that I want to catch up on / finish. So let me know what you think of these book series. Have you started on any of these? Have you finished any of these? Let me know what you think in the comments section below. You can also follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. It's at whatcassread, same as this channel. Goodreads, that link is always listed down below. And of course, you know how these videos end. I'll talk to you later. Bye.